will be in there. He's played in every game but one. And Jaylene Ortiz has appeared and started every game, including today. Well, Noah Skirrow has been good, Greg, for the Blue Claws, and he gets another shot in this one this afternoon, the former Liberty University Flame.
Yeah, he's allowed 1 earned run so far in 9 1/3 innings. 6 hits, 3 walks, and he has struck out 12. He was a non-drafted free agent signed by the Phillies in 2020, a guy that obviously would have been drafted had the draft not been curtailed to just 5 rounds because of the pandemic. Blue Claws made a couple of roster moves like 1 minute ago. Chris Cornelius placed on the injured list with a left hamstring strain. Mark Potter placed on the injured list with a left calf strain. So the Blue Claws have just 2 available bench players today, and those are catcher Logan O'Hoppe and infielder Rudy Rote. And then Potter, who had been off to a pretty good start with the Blue Claws before getting promoted to Reading, he goes on the injured list with the left calf strain. They snuck those moves in.
Just
like literally a minute ago.
They didn't want to give too much of an advance notice on that, but they are official. Well, we saw Chris get hurt the other night. He was trying to beat an infield hit, and unfortunately,
one.
And Mark Potter,
Potter hasn't pitched in this series. I'm not sure when he got hurt. He hasn't pitched since he came back to the Blue Claws from Reading. So either way, Lenny Sosa steps in to lead things off against Noah Skirrow. He's the right-handed hitting shortstop, and we are ready to go. 4:06 for the first pitch today. Skirrow's pitch bunted and popped up third base side. Racing down from third is Fosnot, and he slides after it and can't get it. It's a foul ball, and the count is 0-1 on Lenny Sosa, the shortstop for the Dash. He is at 222 on the season, 2 home runs and 7 runs batted in. Blue Claws made a little shift around the outfield today. Nothing crazy. Cole Stobie still in left as usual. Jalen Ortiz will play center this afternoon, and Hunter Marquardt, who's been in center, will play in right. Broken back grounder back to the mound. Knocked down by Skirrow. He picks it up and underhands to the first baseman, Vito Friscia, and there's one away. So it's Nate Fosnot at third. Jonathan Guzman at short. Bryson Stott is at second. And behind the plate is Herbert Iser. Friscia at first, of course. So 1 up and 1 down, and that'll bring up the third baseman for Winston-Salem, Johan Cruz. 11 out of 33, 1 home run and 3 runs batted in. First pitch is outside to Cruz. 1 ball and no strikes. Alex Destino is the right fielder. He will bat third. And the pitch by Skirrow is a called strike. Luis Corbella, the DH, hits fourth, and Luis Mieses in left field. Batting sixth at first base, Lazaro Leal. Then it's Duke Ellis in center. Evan Skaug is catching. He will bat eighth, and batting ninth is Travis Magno at second. Foul back by Johan Cruz, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cruz had last night off. He last played on Thursday and went 0 for 4. And this is his third start of the series. He's 0 for 7 with 4 strikeouts. Right-handed batter for Winston-Salem in their road grays, as they've worn in each of the first 5 games in this series. Swing and a miss. He got him on a high fastball, strike 3. Good start for Noah Skirrow. 2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up the right fielder Alex Destino. Road grays for Winston-Salem. They have the purple interlocking WS on the left chest, purple number on the back. They're gray jerseys with purple sleeves and the White Sox emblem on the left sleeve. Home whites for the Blue Claws. Blue Claws in blue across the chest with the sand dune and the wave underneath. Red number on the front, red number on the back with the name, red cap, red brim with a surfing crab logo, fastball low. And the count 1 ball, no strikes. High Red Sox red for just the center fielder Ortiz. And the manager, Tank Adamson, and the red cleats. Here is the 1-0 to the lefty Destino out of the University of South Carolina. And Skirrow misses a fastball away, and the count is 2-0. Destino 0 for 4 last night with 1 strikeout. He struck out 26 times in 59 at-bats, hitting .237. And he dribbles this one up first, and that'll go foul. And the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Skirrow pitched in the second game of the year through 2 2/3 scoreless for the Blue Claws, and then came back on May 11th at Wilmington through 4 scoreless innings, 1 hit, struck out 4. That was his other start, and probably his best outing. And then last time he pitched very well, too. Gave up 1 run in 2 2/3, fastball outside. That was on Sunday in Wilmington. The game the Blue Claws led 6-2 going into the bottom of the 9th inning when they unfortunately allowed 5 runs and lost 7-6. Here's the 3-1 and a chopper to the right side. Handled letter high by Friscia. He takes it to the bag himself, touches up with his left foot, and the inning is over. So a good start. Here's the cleanup man, Luis Curbelo, for the Dash, hitting .280 with 5 homers and 14 RBIs. And Skirrow's fastball misses low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Noah went 1-1 with an ERA of 1.96. Fastball cut on and missed. And the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. With Liberty during the shortened 2020 season. Pitched in the Cape Cod League and was an all-star there in 2019. Fouled back by Curbelo into the screen of the count 1-2. He's from Canada, but ended up at Liberty, which is in Virginia. Here's the 1-2, and that's a breaking ball outside. So last year they cut the draft. Normally it's 40 rounds. They cut it to 5, and I think it's not going to be 40 anymore. I think it'll be 20 this year. Here's a pop-up into shallow left center by Curbelo. Guzman, the shortstop, backs up, sunglasses on. He makes the catch, and there's 1 away. But either way, they cut it to only 5 rounds. So you had a lot of really good, a lot of good players with a lot of talent that did not get selected last year, including Skirrow. So basically they kind of became like 5-star recruits, essentially.
Yeah, you had to recruit them, really.
And it wasn't a situation, it's not free agency.
Right.
Because there was a maximum amount of money that any team could offer a player. Sliced foul by Luis Mieses, third base side into the party deck, and the count 0-1. He's 7 for 50 on the year. That's $140. 2 homers, 5 RBIs. There was a maximum amount of money that you were able to offer as a team. So fastball outside of the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. So nobody could just come in and blow you away with a financial offer like in traditional free agency. So all these teams, they would make a lot of presentations about, how we plan to develop you as a pitcher. Here's our system, fastball low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here are our coaches. Here's our culture. Here's how we work with you guys on a day-to-day basis. Here's how we grounded a short for Guzman. He backhands it a step to his right, plants, fires to first. Friscia stretches and holds the bag with his left foot in time. And there are 2 men down. Here's how we use analytics, and here's how we use, your traditional coaching methods. And all these teams put together presentations.
Where do I sign, Greg?
Yeah.
You sold me.
And Skirrow said he heard from about 9 or 10 teams right away, and ended up signing with the Phillies. Another Canadian. Here's Lazaro Leal, who thought he called time. He didn't, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Now he calls time, and now it's finally granted by James Jean. So Leal not too thrilled with that. He's 7 out of 22 on the year. Skirrow offers a slider that misses outside. It's 1-1. But yeah, last year was a whole new world. Here's the 1-1. Fastball inside. The count is 2 balls and a strike. Now this year, 20-round draft, you'll see, I guess, a little bit of that, but nothing too crazy because these organizations are adding 20 players instead of only 5. Fastball outside, ball 3, 3-1. So it's a lot different.
Are there financial limitations as far as?
I haven't seen that yet. I know that the draft is in 6 weeks, so I'm sure that my guess would be yes, but I could be wrong. Fastball outside, and that's ball 4. So there's the first base runner allowed by Skirrow as Leal draws the free pass, and that'll bring up the center fielder for the Dash. That's Duke Ellis out of the University of Texas. Ellis, a lefty with speed. He covers a ton of ground in center field. but hitting only 179. No homers, 4 runs batted in so far this season. Leal leads off first base, and the pitch is a little low, just missing. And the count 1 ball, no strikes. Duke Ellis, who was drafted by the Padres out of high school in round 20 in 2017, but decided not to sign, went to Texas. In Austin, of course, fastball in there for a strike, and the count 1-1. He's from Nacogdoches, Texas, originally. No score, top 2, Blue Claws and Winston-Salem. Leal, hands on his knees. He's not going anywhere at first, and Skirrow throws a changeup that misses a little bit low. So 2 balls and a strike on Duke Ellis, who had 2 hits last night, 2 of the 8 Winston-Salem base hits, and he scored 2 of their 5 runs in their 5-0 win. First Winston win of this series. And that one lifted foul down third, out of play. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Neither of these pitchers throw mid to upper 90s. They both depend on control, changing speeds.
And that one is fouled back into the screen. So the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Both look like they have an idea, though. They know how to pitch.
Breaking ball inside and high, or maybe just high. And the count full 3-2.
Skirrow took a step off the rubber there. He thought he had a 3rd strike called.
So runner will go here, 3-2, 2 out. Top of the 2nd inning, no score. And the first baseman, Frisha, backs up, no longer holding on the runner. There he goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. He gets him on a fastball, strike 3. Second strikeout for Noah Skirrow. Travis Magno and Lenine Sosa, 8-9-1 to face the Blue Claws right-hander Noah Skirrow. First pitch outside, ball 1. Skirrow from Canada, Tony, and the Blue Claws have had a handful, not a lot, but a couple of Canadians over the years. Fastball outside, and the count is 2-0. Noah's from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Colin Clevin and Ethan Stewart pitched here together back in 2012. Both Canadians. Here's a line shot into center. Coming on Jaylene Ortiz, and he reaches out to make the catch for out number 1. Anybody that I'm missing? No, right?
Not off the top of my head. Is there a category for that? Canadians who have played for the Blue Claws? But nobody comes to mind.
Curveball low to Magno, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. I mean, the Phillies had Philippe Almont a few years ago, but he came into the organization above the Blue Claws, so he never played here. Fastball in there for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. Scott Matheson was Canadian.
Right,
He was here before you and I were here on a daily basis. Fastball outside, and the count 2 balls and a strike on Travis Magno.
A hard thrower, as I recall. I think he made it up to the Phillies for a bit.
Yeah, he did. 2-1 to Magno, batting from the left side. Can't check a swing at a breaking ball, and that evens the count at 2-2. Magno looking for his first hit of the season. He's 0 for 11. And he tips another curveball foul at home plate. Well, the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score, top half of the 3rd. Magno, a 17th round pick in 2018 from Indio, California. Swing and a miss, high fastball. That got him strike 3. Third strikeout for Noah Skirrow. 2 up, 2 down in the 3rd. And that'll bring up Lenine Sosa. So they'll try to get 4 innings today out of Skirrow. And then after Noah, it'll be Kevin Gowdy, be it in the 5th or later on. But Gowdy will be tasked with 3 innings here in relief today. That's outside a breaking ball. And the count 1 ball, no strikes on Lenine Sosa from Puerto Ordaz in Venezuela. Fastball strike. He and Luis Mieses, who's the left fielder and 5-hitter, are the only two members of this Winston-Salem roster that were born in the year 2000 or later. Curveball outside. And the count 2 balls and a strike on Lenyn Sosa. No score. Pitch on the way. Called strike outside corner. That evens the count up on Sosa 2-2. Skirrow has allowed just 1 walk so far. He's retired 8 of the 9 that he faced, and he got Sosa to ground out to the mound back in the bottom of the first. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A slider. Strike 3, and the inning is over.
Oh, from here.
4 strike. It was.
Because I can't tell anything from here. 2, 3, and 4 against Noah Skirrow to begin the top of the 4th inning. That's the order of hitters for Winston-Salem. No runs, no hits, no errors for the visiting Dash. 0-1 and 0 for the Blue Claws. 0-1 on Johan Cruz, who shows bunt and takes a bit off the plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on the number 2 hitter in the Winston-Salem lineup. He went down swinging his first at bat. Righty on righty, swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cruz 11 for 34 now. Has a home run this year. And here's a swing and a miss, a ball in the dirt. And it'll be a strikeout. Cruz had started to go down to first base.
Yeah, Blue Claws got a break there. James Jean signaled that it wasn't a catch by the catcher Iser, meaning he had to either tag or throw the runner out, but he was ready to throw to third. The runner stopped, and I think he caught Iser's attention, and he realized that, hey, I got to throw to first. But Iser almost threw that ball to third to throw it around the horn, and that could have been a problem. But they get it.
That might have been a 2 to 5 to 3 strikeout.
It might have been.
Yeah. Alex Destino, the number 3 hitter, left-hand batter, fouls it back up this way to our left, and then caroms back down into the lower bowl, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
By the way, that was the 5th strikeout already today for Skirrow.
Full motion windup, the right-hander throws, and there's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2 on Destino. He grounded to first, his first at bat. Destino 14 for 60. That's 233. The pitch, fastball, strike 3 called outside corner. 88 on the scoreboard gun, so make it actually 91-92. That is the 6th strikeout now, and 3rd. Make that 4th in a row for Noah Skirrow. The former Flame is hot today so far for the Blue Claws. Noah out of Liberty University. Here is Luis Curbelo, the cleanup batter. 5 home runs among the league leaders. Right-hand hitter takes a breaking ball that cuts across, and it's 0-1 on Curbelo. He popped to short his first at bat. 5 homers on the season, 24 in his career as he skies it out in the shallow right center. Racing in is the right fielder and the center field. Ortiz, the center fielder, takes charge, makes the play, and the side is